No, we're getting so old. Joe Mauer retired from baseball yesterday after 15 seasons in the big leagues. He's one of those guys where it's a full circle moment where you realize, wow, Joe Mauer played 15 seasons and now I'm 15 years older and it went by like that. It's just one of those things where if you guys are taking advantage of your youth, stop it. Because sooner or later you're going to end up just like me, okay? I bought MLB The Show, I think it was 12, whenever Joe Mauer was on it, thinking, wow, he's the MVP, I can't wait to get this game. Then he was on the next one and now he's retired. Life hits you like that. But we'll recap the rest of Joe Mauer in just a second because we have more stuff to talk about. We have trade rumors talking about JT Realmuto. Apparently Kris Bryant's going to get traded, but we'll kind of dissect that in just a second. Mike Trout, trade rumors? What? We have some news about the starting pitcher of the Yankees, Sonny Gray, the fact that he might be heading to San Francisco. We have some Bryce Harper updates as well as the Red Sox where they caught cheating. We have a lot of stuff to talk about today. So guys, fasten your seatbelts, make sure you guys have some popcorn and drink ready because we're going to talk a lot. Also, guys, I'm really close to 54,000 subs, so if you guys want to hit that button, I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let's talk baseball, okay? All right, guys, so what I'm going to do at the end of this video, just to honor Joe Mauer, is I'm going to have a full highlight tape of all of his 15 seasons and his best moments, his MVPs and all the different stuff, his Gold Gloves, All-Star appearances, because the guy had, I don't know if he was a Hall of Fame career. That's what I want you guys to do in the comment section down below, is let me know, is Joe Mauer a Hall of Famer or not? Or maybe what I should do is I should read off his stats first, and then you guys should let me know. But stick around to the end of the video so you can see his full career highlights. Joe Mauer was drafted #1 overall in the 2011 MLB draft by his hometown team, the Minnesota Twins. So that's why his story is a lot more cool, is because he's from the town that drafted him. He played 15 seasons in the majors. He was an MVP, a 6-time All-Star, a 3-time Gold Glover, a 5-time Silver Slugger, and a 3-time batting champion. So Joe Mauer was one of those guys where if you were able to go talk to the baseball gods and you said, construct me the perfect catcher, Joe Mauer would be the result. It's either Joe Mauer, Buster Posey, or who's another good all-around catcher. I would say the 3 perfect catchers that we've seen the last couple of years are Buster Posey, and he wasn't really the best defensive catcher, but Buster Posey, Yadier Molina, and our man, Joe Mauer. In 2009, when Joe Mauer won the MVP, I don't know if you guys understand this. He was a Gold Glove catcher in this year as well. He hit .365 as a catcher with 28 home runs and 96 RBIs. He also factored in 4 stolen bases. But just the fact that he did this all while catching behind the dish, and he had 191 hits in how many games? He did all of this in 138 games. So if he was a DH or a first baseman at the same time, so he never had to sit the bench to save his knees, this dude might have hit 35 home runs, 100 plus RBIs, and might have had 200 hits as a catcher. So in his career, Joe Mauer was able to rack up a 55.1 WAR, which is Hall of Fame worthy in my opinion as a catcher. He had 1,018 runs, 2,123 hits, which in my opinion, I think that Joe Mauer is a Hall of Famer. I know it's going to be tough. He probably could have played one more year because if you take a look at his 2018 stats, at 35 years old in 127 games, he had a .282 batting average and he had 137 hits. If he would have kept on playing, he could have maybe got up to 2,500. So in my opinion, is Joe Mauer a Hall of Famer? I'm going to say yes. But on top of that, he had a lifetime .306 batting average with 143 home runs. He did not reach the 1,000 RBI plateau. He had 923 to go along with a .388 on-base percentage and a .439 slugging, which racks up to an .827 OPS. Lifetime, that's really good. And the fact that he also won 3 Gold Gloves, an MVP, a 6-time All-Star, in my opinion, that says Hall of Famer, especially at the catching position. All right, guys, so we're going to have a little game right now. Is I want you guys to pick the one player that you would draft #1 at the catching position. Okay, so I'm going to read off a few names. Johnny Bench, Yogi Berra, Gary Carter, Mike Piazza, Joe Mauer, Pudge Rodriguez. Who are you taking? In their prime, I'm either going to have to go with Johnny Bench for all-around catcher. Mike Piazza is the best hitter, but if you need an all-around amazing catcher to do you everything that you need, you got to go with Joe Mauer. But if I'm completely missing the point, make sure that you guys let me know because again, I'm just trying to bring you guys the news. I wanted to say, thank you, Joe Mauer, for everything that you've done for the game of baseball. For a little bit of time, he was the face of baseball. He's 6'6", he's a good-looking dude. He was in all of the Head & Shoulders commercials. He was just a really nice guy, family guy, and baseball, we're definitely gonna miss you, Joe. So thanks for everything, man. It's gonna be weird not having David Wright and Joe Mauer and Chase Utley and Derek Jeter and all these guys just gone. Alright guys, so I think we talked about Joe Mauer enough. He's one of those guys where I don't want to miss any facts or anything like that. I really wanted to present his case as a Hall of Famer. So now what we're going to do is we're going to deep dive into some more current news. We're talking about some trade rumors. Kris Bryant, JT Realmuto, my team, the Indians, are trying to shop Corey Kluber, Carlos Carrasco, Mike Trout's on the trading block, apparently, and then we got Sonny Gray. There's a lot to talk about. The first rumor that I need to address is something that is pretty urgent because the report came out from Buster Olney. If you guys don't know who Buster Olney is, he is one of the top reporters in Major League Baseball. So if you guys follow NBA, there's a guy named Adam Wojnarowski, and he's the best. Buster Olney is pretty much the MLB version of Wojnarowski. So the fact that he came out with the story saying that the Chicago Cubs are currently shopping Kris Bryant, that's big time news. You like and retweet that thing because it's usually the right news. But Theo Epstein, the general manager of the Chicago Cubs, he quickly came out and denied that report. He pretty much said that if another team had Kris Bryant, he would be trading for him. That's how much they like and want Kris Bryant on their team, is that if he was on another club, they'd be trading for him. Now, one more thing about the Cubs that I want to go over is the fact that there might still be some trades that go down, because if you guys also know that Bryce Harper is a free agent, but they are under significant cap restrictions right now. The only way that I can see Bryce Harper going to the Cubs is if they trade Kyle Schwarber and Jason Hayward, because let's face it, Jason Hayward, he's not a bust per se, but he's definitely not worth his contract right now. If they can move that even just a little bit of money and free up an outfield spot and salary at the same time, you got to do that. Kyle Schwarber, I know he's a World Series hero. He came back from injury at the perfect timing and was able to clutch up, but if he can get moved for Bryce Harper, you have to do that. Corey Kluber and Carlos Carrasco both had really good seasons. I think they racked up 15 plus wins, 200 plus strikeouts. They really solidified that Indians rotation. But the Yankees, they are trying to add some more starting pitchers, because let's face it, CC Sabathia, he's been great in his career, but he's not the same pitcher that he was. Masahiro Tanaka has one good game, and then he has 2 bad games, and then he has 3 good games, and then he has 5 bad games. They're trying to trade Sonny Gray right now, so the Yankees rotation is in limbo. But if you can add Kluber or Carrasco, maybe even both to that mix, you're going to have to give up a lot of players, probably Miguel Andujar, Dylan Betances, because the Indians, we need young players and we need bullpen pitchers. So if we can get Betances and Andujar for Kluber, I'm taking that. Up next, we're talking about possibly the best catcher in baseball now, because he's fast. He can get you 200 hits if he wants to. He can hit you some home runs. He can throw guys out. JT Realmuto is probably the most underrated player in all of baseball, at least in my opinion. A lot of people don't know who he is because he's out in Miami and the Marlins aren't very good. But JT Realmuto, if you traded for this guy, you become a whole lot better in a lot of ways. Again, guys, this is all just speculation, but apparently the New York Mets are trying to get JT Realmuto, and if they get Realmuto and if they get Cespedes back and a lot of their upcoming players play well, the Mets actually might be pretty good in 2019. Now, I'm not going to talk about the next one too much. Mike Trout to the Phillies. This only came up because there was a phone conversation with the general manager saying that it's the best time to trade for Mike Trout because they're going for a World Series, the Phillies are, so I guess apparently right now it's the perfect timing, but we all know it's not going to happen. And then last but not least, we already talked about it just a little bit, Sonny Gray, the starting pitcher for the Yankees. A couple years ago, from 2013 to 2015, he had a 2.88 cumulative ERA, so Sonny Gray is capable of being a good starting pitcher. I think the pressure in New York was just too much. There was one clip where he gave up like 7 runs and was smiling as he walked off the mound. Sonny Gray is just a nice guy. He wasn't trying to give the impression that he doesn't care about baseball, but yeah, that pretty much wraps up the trade rumors. So let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think of all this? Kris Bryant is apparently going to get traded. Again, I don't think that's going to happen. Theo Epstein was pretty adamant the fact that they're keeping him. Corey Kluber, Carlos Carrasco, we have JT Realmuto, Mike Trout rumors, and then obviously Sonny Gray. So if you guys have a favorite team, let's say you are a Marlins fan, do you want to trade JT Realmuto for prospects or do you want to keep him? Stuff like that. Let me know down below. So the next couple stories we're going to go over really quick because there's not really too much substance behind it. Bryce Harper, there was an image that leaked a couple days ago of his name with the number 34 and a Chicago White Sox kind of header, and I don't know what to make of it. Again, I have no idea where this man is going to go. I couldn't tell you. If I had $100 to bet, I wouldn't do it because I have no idea. But yeah, apparently Chicago's trying really hard to get both him and Manny Machado. Another story that came across my timeline a couple days ago is the fact that the Red Sox were caught cheating. I don't think it was cheating. If you guys take a look at the clip, it's David Price bumping his chest. It's his right hand. So remember, David Price throws with his left, but apparently when he does a chest bump, the jersey lifts up, and I don't think that's cheating. I don't think that's pints or anything like that. I just think it's the fact that he hit it and then his jersey came up. But what do you guys think? Let me know. If you guys did not know, Alex Bregman of the Houston Astros, he's going to be a top 10 MVP candidate this year in 2018. He actually just started a YouTube channel, so I'm going to show a little clip from him. And if you guys don't know, go sub to him because it's actually pretty fun to watch. And then last but not least, before we kind of roll into the Joe Mauer highlight tapes, is the Japan All-Star Series is still going on. We have Juan Soto out there, Ronald Acuna Jr., Rhys Hoskins. So there's a lot of big name players out there, and it's just really fun to see. If you guys don't know, one of my partners in crime is Shelfie, and real Shelfie. He's actually out there in Japan casting the virtual home run derby challenge. So it's pretty cool to see my friends doing big things. So yeah, I will put all the links in the description down below if you guys want to go do some more research and have some fun on your own. But that's gonna do it for today's video. We talked about Joe Mauer retiring, all the different trade talks. Where's Bryce Harper going? The update on that. Yeah, Alex Bregman apparently has a YouTube channel, so go check that out. And yeah, now it's time to roll the Joe Mauer tape. So guys, if you get emotional, it's okay. I'm with you too because I almost shed a tear. It's just if you guys take a look at his hair, it's all gray now. Like Joe Mauer is an old man. and we're getting old as well. So guys, appreciate the small thing. Don't let time pass you by and have regrets and all that good stuff. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. Again, hit that sub. We are so close to 54,000. Yeah, 54,000 subs, on our way to 60. Catch you guys in the next MLB offseason recap.
Joe to get his first RBI.
High drive, deep right center field. Howard, Joe Mauer, catch 'em all.
Joe Mauer has now reached base 4 times than anybody else in Twins history.
I've been able to play on some great teams here in Minnesota. This is my 15th year.
Mauer is, in every sense, the hometown hero.